I think we're live. Hello, everyone. I think we're live. We'll wait for people to come in, I think. It's showing up on this one. No. It should be showing up on this one if we're live. Saying we're live. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's working or... Yeah, here, we're live. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, here, we're live. Yeah, it's on. Hi, Crispy. How you going, mate? Hi, Crispy. How you going, mate? That's better. I didn't know this then. I had it all turned on and I could hear us in the background. Yeah, we're just doing a little test. Oh, Phil, how you going, mate? Just doing a little test to see if the new laptop's going to handle the streaming. Looks all right so far. The pirates are all here. We've all got our hats on. Oh, I did a Novus. I left both speakers on, so sorry about that. Well, it is just a test. Looks good so far. Oh, that's cool. We're enjoying it. We've got our little hats going. You want to say hello, girls? Yeah. Hello, everyone. How you going? Hi, little pirate, says Crispy. So how's things over in New Zealand, Crispy? How you going, Phil? You all right, mate? Yeah, I think this is going to work out all right. We hit our another milestone tonight. We just got into bed, laugh out loud. Yeah, we hit another milestone tonight. We just hit 300 tonight. So we thought we'd come on and do a little test and see how it works. Looks all right. I wasn't really impressed having to pay all this money for another laptop, but we're here now. How you going, Metal Bum? Just woke up, Phil. So what time is it over in America? My hearty, says Metal Bum. Yeah, no, it's pretty late here. It's 9:45 night time here.
Yes, 9:44.
7:45 in the morning. All right. Well, we might, when we do our award ceremony, we might set it for about 10 o'clock at night here, and that'll be about 8 o'clock over in America. I think we'll do that for our 250 sub giveaway. Yeah, but when we do the award ceremony, where we announce who won the prizes, and we're also going to do a whole lot of guests and numbered competitions on the night of the award ceremony, so that should be fun for everyone. We Tassie Adventures. Hello, Mr. Insane. Tassie Adventures did his shout out video for us with the pirates and that, and we got a whole lot of subs. We went from 283 to 300 in a matter of a day, so that was amazing. We're really, really appreciative of that. So hoping everyone else gets their videos in soon, because there's still lots more prizes to win. Lots and lots of prizes. Actually, 3 people on now. That's cool. Yeah, so we're hoping to have a good time. We don't have a lot of prizes ready for the next giveaway yet, but we're starting to get a few little things ready. A few little bits and pieces. This one's a funny piece, this one here. It's marked sterling, but it's also marked 923 on it. Focus.
923, that's like 925, but doing 5.
Yeah, it should be 925, but it's marked 923, and I haven't seen that before.
Maybe it's from a different country.
Yeah, well, sterling is a standard of silver, and it should be 92.5. That is the sterling standard. So if it's not actually sterling silver, it shouldn't be marked sterling. It should be just marked 9235 or 935. So yeah, it's interesting. And we've got a few other little pieces so far this year. And a little heart. And it says beg on the heart, which is quite cool. Yeah. So not much has been happening for us. Anything been happening for you guys? Anything exciting? Yeah, maybe they got the wrong stamp. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. There's actually it's marked Alton. So it's hallmarked and everything. So there's quite it's not a cheap piece by any means. So yeah, it's got me stumped. But it's silver, and I'll take it any day. We love our silver. So did any of you other blokes go to do any garage sales ever? Random. See you, metal bum. So Crispy, do you ever go to garage sales over in New Zealand, mate? Yep, you do. Cool. What are your garage sales over there like? Are they interesting or? I remember when I was a little kid going to garage sales, it used to be a different world. You used to have, hi Sondel 7, in the old days at our garage sales when I was a little kid, you used to be able to buy guns and all sorts of things at garage sales, but now that's pretty much illegal now. So.
They're not allowed to go.
No, like if you have guns out for sale, someone will ring the police and the police will come and arrest you for illegally storing the firearms. So I've seen it happen. It's quite funny actually.
Did any of your friends?
Best time for you guys to get people in is first thing in the morning for you. It's late evening for most of the states. Yeah, okay, I'll try and do that. Bill, I'll do that. I might do ours. Yeah, okay, I'll work on it. I'll try and get his evening. I'm not sure when, but we'll sort it out, and we'll do another stream and let everyone know when we're going to do the actual award ceremony. We're thinking a couple of weeks from now, just to give everyone plenty of time to get it done and not cause anyone any problems and having too much to do. So yeah, it's been good fun so far. You enjoying it, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you stripping the silver out, are you? Just checking. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. 10 p.m. for you. 10 a.m. for you is midnight for East Coast, 9 p.m. West Coast America. So if I did it at 8 o'clock in the morning for us, that'd get everyone there. Everyone at a good time there. And nine's not a bad time. 8, 9. All right, I'll remember that, Phil. Thanks for that, buddy. Awesome. It's just hard working out all the different times to try and make sure everyone can get there, like, because I've got to make sure I don't go too early, otherwise Crispy will still be in bed asleep. So I mainly buy antique tools and restore them. Mate, antique tools in Australia is just dropped, the bottom's dropped out of it completely. No one buys them anymore. You can't sell them. People give them away now. It's crazy. Whereas a few years back they were worth a lot of money. Now you just give them away. I don't understand it. No, no. I tried to make it as good for you guys on the other side of the pond too. Yeah, it's hard, Phil. It is. It's really hard. It is. So what time is it over in New Zealand now, Crispy? Because it's 9:53 p.m. here. And then I've got to work out the Mr. Insane. He's in Norway, I'm pretty sure. So I've got to work out time for him too to make sure he can be there as well. Bless you, little pirate. Sneezed. Yeah, so we're really enjoying our new pirate hats we got. It stops all the glare from my head. I don't want to blind you and make you wear sunglasses when I do a stream. So I got my hat and I got my little pirate's hats too. So they're all hatted up. Yes. Yeah, this live stream is real weird, eh? I've never really done a lot of it. So how many people we got in here now? 5. Cool. Neither father and yours, if you 3 captain. Well, I'm actually not the captain, Phil. I'm only a pirate. My wife is the captain, mate. She's the big captain. A feather in your hat. Yeah, I wish I was the captain, but no, I'm just a deckhand, unfortunately. But, who wants to play a number game? Yeah, live streaming is good for your hours, Crispy, because I think we did our first live stream. I think we got 18 hours on that. It made a really big difference. Really pumped it up. Marvelous, aren't we all? So yeah, no, it's hard with the women. We're always doing as we're told. Any doubloons yet? No, not yet, mate. I wish. If you girls want to just stay here and talk for a second, I'll go and get something for them to look at.
Okay. Ducky. 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 We got that in our garage over here. I love Philo. Along with the heart. He has a very big heart.
All right, I'm back, and I've got the goodie bag.
So showing the duck. I got the duck.
Showing the duck, are you?
Yeah.
I got an alligator briefcase. Is that cool or what, people? Do you like that? Little pirates taking over. Yeah, they always do. Yeah, I got this briefcase for $5 at a garage sale because in Australia it's not considered cool anymore to have fur or leather or anything like that. So people don't want it anymore. So they basically gave it away, which was very nice for us.
We wanted it.
We definitely wanted it. So here's these little.
Ooh, we want to have a look at this have a gold back for our gold video.
Okay. I've had a request once before from one of our pirate crew to show some opals.
Ooh.
So I have a few opals, so I'll show a few opals now. Give you a little bit of a look. Don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera.
It looks pretty nice.
That's a nice.
It's a bit dark one.
Yeah, that's a nice opal, that one. There's nice colour change in it. See the reds? The reds are what you want. When you get reds in your opal, that's money.
Oh.
Now, I worked for a guy whose father went opal mining back in the early days, and they ended up having. He said to me one day, he said, "I've got more opal than I can ever sell in my whole life." I'm not sure if it is black opal or what, but I think that one was, and I think this is a different type of opal. This is a different kind of opal, not as dark, not as clear. You have different opals in different regions. This is a more clearer opal, and the guy had in his shed he had 50 44-gallon drums full of uncut opal that his father had mined, and he said his children will have enough opal, and his grandchildren and his great grandchildren will have enough opal for their lives. They'll never ever have to work. Hey Rick G, how you going, buddy? A few mods in, you're going to do live streams? Yeah, I don't know how to do a mod. How do you do a mod? A mod is, hey Jim Bobs, how you going, mate? A mod is someone who controls your live stream.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone will behave themselves. No one will muck up. Everyone will be good.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's my nicest one. I'm pretty sure that's a black opal. I bought these off him when the market crashed, and he gave me these in lieu of wages because in the 90s.
Does he want to do that free?
Oh no, I worked for him back in the 90s. This was a long time ago. Please don't pick Novus. No, Novus definitely won't be a mod on my streams. I tell you that now. So I'm pretty sure that's a black opal, and I don't know exactly what they're worth, but you measure opals in carats. Yeah, so and a carat is a lot less than a gram. I think it's like 0.5 of a gram. So that one's 3.2 carats. That little one there. That's my best one. 3.2 carats, and when you get red in your black opal like that, nice stone with no inclusions in that, it can be worth a lot of money. But back in the 90s, the market dropped out of it because Japan went into a recession, and they were giving them away at the time. So he gave me these instead of wages. So that was nice. Yeah, it's a shame that you can't quite see the color changes on these other ones because they're not as dark as the other ones, but they're still very beautiful. But
Which one's your favorite out of this one?
oh, definitely definitely this one. This one's a beauty. This one, 3.2 carats. I don't know what the market is for them these days. I'm pretty sure I'd get a few dollars for that one if I ever have to sell it. But I don't want to sell them. I want to keep them for the kids. Hi Tazzy, how you going, mate? Just like to say thanks, Tazzy, for your video, mate. We've had a lot of people drop into our channel and say that Tazzy sent us and subscribe to us, and we've hit our 300 mark. So we're very, very appreciative of that, Tazzy. It's awesome, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wish these other ones would show up a little bit better on the camera. It's You see a little bit of the colour, but they're a lot clearer. They're not nice darky ones like that one. But we have different areas in Australia that have different sapphires. You have Coober Pedy, Lightning Ridge, all these different ones, and the different areas you get different types of sapphires.
Which one's the best?
Oh, I think Lightning Ridge is the best one. It gives you the black opal, and the black opal can be worth $35,000 a carat.
Wow.
So if that checks out as a nice black opal these days, I could be looking at a nice chunk of change for that one stone. She's a beauty, but I'm not sure if it is a black. I think it is black because on the back of it you can see the back of the stone. There's still a little bit of covering on there. To get a good black opal, you're supposed to leave a nice black back on it, and that traps the light in your opal and sends the light back out through. Thanks, Jim Bob. Hi, Lifetimes of Barney. How you going, mate? Just trying to keep up with the chat. I forgot about the chat for a minute. I got a bit carried away talking. The potch, yeah. So you got to get, you want a nice black layer on the back there, and that sends your light through. Do you get opals over in WA, don't you, Jim Bob? I've seen on the Outback Opal show they have fire opal over in WA. We don't get any fire opal around here.
I've never heard of fire opal.
Yeah, the potch. We get potch when we go prospecting for sapphires at our favourite little spot called Grab and Goin', and there are videos on YouTube at the moment of Grab and Goin' and some of the sapphires that come out of there, and you can check that out. We are going to go up and do some bids up there on Mining Live. Not Mining Live, but do videos of us mining the sapphires. And when we're doing that, we often find potch there, but we've never really found any good opal, but a lot of potch. Yeah, it is Sunday here. It'll be Monday morning soon, hopefully. 10:05 p.m. here. Monday. Yeah, no, we're not Monday yet. It's still Sunday night. So you guys are, what's that make us? You're about half a day behind, I think. Yeah. So when you get up in the morning, we're going to bed at night. It makes it hard to catch all the streams because if you're like me and you don't sleep that well of a night, you come home, or you tend to sleep a little bit more in the daytime, and so it's hard. So you miss out on a lot of the streams. Yeah, no, I really love this one. The kids are all fighting over which ones they're going to get of these. So who wants to see some more stuff out of the alligator bag? We've got some interesting things in here.
This is my favorite.
I got this gold watch out of a free bin at a garage sale. Now it's a really nice Elgin watch. I think it's 9 carat gold. She's a really nice little piece, that one. I got that in a free box, and I got also in the free box the Sterling Vesta, little silver matchbox. Yep, and
I don't tell a family story, a funny family joke. That's hard.
No, we can't tell that. And then we also got some gold glasses. I don't know if you can make them out real well, but they were I went to a deceased estate and there was a basket, free gold. You got to love that. Oh, you're not wrong, Tassie. And this was free gold too. This was in a basket of old matchboxes, and I paid $5 for the old matchboxes. Broke them up into little lots, sold them for 50, and got 14 karat gold glasses out of the deal. So that's another nice, lovely bargain that I
I
got.
think we got some glasses from somewhere else.
We do have some other ones that we've got to test. But yeah, I've got. I do get a little bit of gold every now and then. Like I've got at a swap meet, I got some nice gold and earrings, gold necklace and earrings for $5. There's nice gold in that, and that's 14 karat gold. You get gold rings all the time for a couple of bucks, $2, $1. You just got to look. You might check 50 pieces and none of them be any good, but the 51st one that you check is a bingo, and that's what you want to look for. It's a lot of fun when you find stuff like that. It really picks you up. What else have we got in here to show the people? We've got a few little gold nuggies. A couple of little gold nuggies in the bag. We've got the girls' little nuggets when they were born. I need to get Golden Princess Bug another little gold nugget too, so I've got to buy one off someone somewhere one day.
What did you find in nuggies?
I bought these ones, but, and then we also bought the girls a little gold bar each. And I've still got to buy a Golden Princess one each. Yeah, nice nuggets. Yeah, they are quite nice. I think they're Tassie, I think they're Victorian gold or WA. I'm not real sure, but they're real nice, pure nuggets. Yeah.
I know what.
You want to show them? Yeah, you can
In
show them.
England, before people went to Australia, there were coins, kind of like,
They're Roman coins, though.
it looks kind of like the ones in England, where they used to break these back of coins.
These are my old Roman coins that I've gotten over the years off eBay. None of them are any real impressive or anything, but like there's some nice little coins there. That little dude, you can make out his head pretty nice. Nothing super special, but yeah, Tassie, I'll fix you up for that, mate. If you want to do that, that'd be great, mate. Yeah, the little toe ring that we got that day, that was cool, little find. But you get gold necklaces when you're lucky every now and then, 9 karat gold necklaces. You get gold earrings a lot. You get a lot of gold earrings that are marked. Nice gold earrings.
Oh, I need to fix the shelf.
Yeah.
It's kind of like from our last video, but this one is really nice.
The ivory. I think it's a letter opener, an ivory letter opener. Hi, Marnie, Pops, how you going? We're just doing a little show of our little treasures that we got, and some more little gold that we found. I got this in at a deceased estate, and I got other silver, and I got gold there too. Where's that gold piece that I got from that one? Can't see it. Yeah, I got this. I'll take it out of the bag so you can see it. Yeah, I paid $30 at that garage sale for everything, and I got a whole heap of silver boxes. I got the ivory letter opener, 9 karat gold little pin with a horseshoe on it, and that we found we didn't even know we had that bit of gold. We found that in the jewellery box, so that was an awesome little find. I love when you go to garage sales and there's a big box of jewellery there, grab them and go through them because it's so much fun when you're pulling silver and gold out of a jewellery box for nothing. Yeah, so this is a really cool little find, that one. That was a bonus gold. Yeah, I love me gold and I love getting bonus gold. There's nothing better than that. What else have I got to show you? I have a whole heap of old Australian 66 50-cent pieces, and I've got a funny story on how I got a heap of these. When I was younger, I bought warhead lollies. Yeah, it is a lucky pin. Pretty, that's so pretty, is that pin? Yeah, it is. It's a brooch. I got a whole heap of these silver coins selling lollies to a kid at school. Yeah, he didn't realise he was taking silver coins out of his father's silver coin jar and buying lollies off me. So he was giving me a silver piece for a couple of lollies every time. And I think I ended up getting about 23 silver coins off him. And the lollies themselves only cost me $5. So that was and they're $10 a pop, or $9 these days. Silver's gone down a little bit. But, so that was a nice haul, all them. The pen would be cool in my hat. You're right, mate. That would be very cool in my hat. Where do I put it? Here we go. All right, everyone. I'm just going to warn you. Be careful. I don't blind you with the glare from my head. Okay.
I remember when we got that. This man, I can't remember, but
he let us do our live vid. He let us do a live video there. He's the only person in Australia who's let us do a live video in their house. Most people in Australia, when we go there, has it, yeah, 80% silver. Yeah, they're cool. And they only did them for 1 year, and that was it. And then they changed the round shape to the funny shape so that they could get all the silver back out of circulation. Our government's so kind to us. They make sure that they never leave us any silver in our thing. There's a little 9-carat gold necklace with it's what is it again? It's coral rose. They've carved the rose into coral, and I got that for $2 at a jewelry store. What else have we got here? Got all my American coins that I've won on all the giveaways, on Phil's Ender Benders, and my Morgan's in there. Yeah, so I've got just a couple of little American coins now. I'm hoping to increase that number a lot in the next few years. Yeah, man, you got to go to the garage sales, and I tell you, when you see a deceased estate, I normally forget about the other ones and just go to the deceased estate, and I go there really early and I'll wait and try and be the first person in. As soon as I get in the door, I ask them, have you got any jewellery? And I go straight to the jewellery. It's sometimes I miss really good things. Wow, nice back of the US coins. Yeah, it's awesome, Tassie. It's I'm really enjoying all that, I tell you. The kids will steal it all from me soon. But yeah, no, we have a lot of fun. Yeah, you got to have American silver, Crispy. It's a lot better than our silver. You know, the only good silver coin we've got, in my opinion, is our Ram's head. You know, that's a really nice silver coin, but the rest of them aren't that interesting. You know, it's not like the barbers and all that sort of thing. We don't have any of that good stuff. Yeah, you want to put on the dolphin one?
Got chemical
The Star Wars collection, yeah.
I like Star Wars and
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's been fun going to all the garage sales and getting all the treasures because you never know what you're going to find. You know, one day I've never found a round said, well, Crispy, you know, they are an Australian coin, mate. So I've never found a coin at all, Crispy. So you're doing a lot better than me. I seen your video where you found gold coins, mate. So yes, Crispy's found gold sovereign. I reckon that'd be like on my bucket list to find something like that. That would be absolutely awesome. It's I'm not holding my breath on that one, I tell you. Ram's head for you also, Tassie. Yeah, you have all our other silvers. That's pretty cool. I've got actually now that you say that, I do have a few New Zealand coins, silver coins. When I buy Australian ones in parcels online, I normally get a few New Zealand coins thrown in there.
I heard that was just ticking.
You thought it was ticking, did you?
Yeah, I heard a ticking noise.
Yeah. What else can we show them? Most of the here's another little set of gold and earrings, then 9 carat. Most of the gold rings I get, my better half confiscates from me. And she loves her gold, as most women do. These are some. These are not bad. These little commemorative sovereigns. Do you have any of them, Christy? I quite like them. They're quite cool. And then you got another design.
I don't know now. In the question guy.
1954 one with the kangaroo and the lion. That's quite a cool coin. But like I said, we don't have a lot of commemorative coins because our coins didn't change with the president like in America. Our coins sort of changed with the death of the king and queen. So sometimes those buggers live for a long time and all the coins are the same type. It can get a bit boring. I'll tell you what, I'm sick of seeing Queen Elizabeth's head on our coins. I'm waiting for a new coin now, I tell you.
Okay.
Oh, King, yeah. Oh, the next English one will be King, so our coins will finally change for the first time in 50 years or something. We've had the same Queen.
Okay. It's longer than I've been born.
No, the longer than I've been born, the Queen's rule. She's been on the throne for the longest ever, I think. Thanks, Mr. Insight. No, I don't have any German coins. The oldest one I've got would be the old Roman coins that I bought off eBay in a little parcel.
I remember when we were going through these coins. I can't remember when, but we were going through these coins, and I saw this one. It said 17 something.
Yeah, 1783. We got a silver hammered coin. And there's some more gold. A lot of times, you know, people get gifts with jewelry. Oh, Bimby found a ram, said, oh, that's terrible, Tassie. I'm lucky my wife doesn't go searching, so she can't beat me. She does love her sapphires, though. She's a real keen hunter on the sapphires. And we like to have a little competition every time we go to see who gets the most sapphires. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
I collect the rocks along the river.
You collect the rocks?
Home, and then the chooks try to eat them.
The chooks try and eat them. We I think some of our more interesting Australian coins are the World War II ones when they were minted in America, and that it just sort of shows. 'Cause we had, I think it was 1 million American soldiers here during the war, and they just couldn't afford the. They didn't have enough coins for them. Cool, mate. I'd love that, Rick G. That'd be cool. I've never been tagged in anything before. Yeah, you want to send German coins? That'd be cool, mate. I'd love that. How? I'll get an email to you, Sondel. My email's listed in my about page under Terry Richardson something or other, I think it is. If you have a look in my about page, you can send me an email and then I'll send you back my address. I'm not a real great computer person. I'm probably on Nova Stacker's level with the computer skills, I'm afraid. Yeah. That's cool that Bimby found that ram's head though, Tassie. That's some poor bugger must have lost that a bad day. How long ago did you get your gold sovereign, Crispy? Do you have my mail address? No, I don't, mate. I'm not real good on computers and all that sort of stuff. I will get to your Sondel 7. I will sort you out and send you out a sticker with your Pirate Pay. I've got to get you one too, Crispy. And Rick G's stickers are in the mail with his Pirate Pay. I hope you get a kick out of the Pirate Pay. I sent Ozarks his Pirate Pay and some stickers. He got some pennies. I told him don't spend it all in one day. Poor bugger. No, but you got some nice coins coming to you, Rick G. I think I'm pretty sure I sent you some nice ones. You'll get a kick out of that when you get them, mate. You girls want to say anything? A few months ago, Chrissy. Oh, that's cool, mate. I've heard of people finding gold sovereigns. One young kid found one in Goulburn, which is about an hour from where I live. I'd love to get in and see that. Oh, cool, Rick. I'm pretty sure you'll get a kick out of the ones I sent you, mate. I'm pretty sure you'll like. They're only small little preferences. I don't have many bigger ones in the sterling silver. I've only got one or two bigger sterlings, but yeah, the ones I've sent you, Rick, are sterling silver.
I know what to say.
Write it up, please. What might write up my email. My wife's in bed. I don't really know it unless you look on my about page. Cool, Crispy. Yep, I'll sort you out, dude. I'll get onto it. Yeah, the last time I went and did my mail call run, don't tell my wife or anything, but it was $50 just for the postage. So don't tell her that, or I'll end up having to walk the plank. You need my address? Yeah, I will get you my address on the 7. I don't want to put it on the live stream though, dude, but I will send it to you. Is your Sondel 7, is your email listed in your about page? It's, I tell you what, it's hard keeping up on all the chat. Yeah, $50 just for postage. So don't tell the boss or I'll get shot. I'll definitely be walking the plank with the baby sharks underneath me going, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
Oh, baby dolphin.
Yeah, then the baby dolphin will come and save me. Yeah. No, it was worth it though. I sent Silver Giveaway something. I sent Rick G. I sent Lucky Coin. I sent Kevin Rose. I sent Ian Burwell. Whole heap of them. Like there was a big bundle. So it's like $3 a letter. I think it was $3 for every little letter that you send. Cool, mate. Oh yeah, that's up. That's on my life. Yeah, I went in. I went into the mail place, and I had a whole heap of international um, stamps. I had all these $1.50 stamps, so I should have been able to get half of the mail at half price. And at $3 a stamp, she only had to put two stamps on, and the lady put three stamps on four of the letters. So she blew my mail and my stamps out. Hi Teacup, how you going? Yeah, so she any pyrites. Yeah, I seen actually speaking of pyrites and fool's gold at Grab and Gullen, the fool's gold is everywhere and it is immense and it floats in the water and it's everywhere. And I watched this guy panning it all day, and in the end, I had to go up and talk to him. And I went up and said to him, "You're panning the pyrites, mate. What are you doing that for?" And he says, "Oh, look at all the gold I've got." And I had to tell him, "No, sorry, mate, that's fool's gold." So this poor bloke had been panning for fool's gold all day. Poor bugger. He was pretty upset. I'm glad I told him in the end. Like, he would have been devastated. It was a lot of fun watching, though.
Let's go. So, you learn more things from him?
Yeah, I learnt not to do what he did. I see, Tazzy, you're nearly at your 1,000, mate. That's pretty exciting. Ooh, Tazzy's nearly got 1,000. Yeah, it was classic watching this bloke. Oh, Crush It might find some gold in it. Yeah. Oh, I felt so bad for the poor fella. I remember the first time I went there, I thought it might have been gold too, and then I had a look around and it was absolutely everywhere. And my wife's like, "It's gold," and I'm like, "No, darling." I said, "If that was gold, there'd be 1,000 people here gathering it all up." I said, "There's just too much of it, and no one here touching it." I said, "It can't be."
Oh.
It's fool's gold. It nearly had me fooled, I tell you. What's this? Roasted. All right. So you get rid of all the crap, and sometimes there's gold left over at the end. You say, yeah, there's pyrite coming out of the rocks and that there. Wherever there's a gap in the rocks, the pyrite is just flowing out of those rocks. It's quite impressive. It's quite a pretty place down there when you look at all the minerals and different rocks, and
when it's not overgrown grass.
When it's not overgrown and not 45 degrees hot. But it's a very dangerous place in summer. When it's summertime, there the brown snakes are everywhere.
I thought I saw a snake swimming with me by.
Yeah, you would have, and they're absolutely everywhere. And you go down to do a sieve, and you put your sieve in the water, and you look up, and there's a brown snake there on the other side of the rock, looking straight at you, and that really freaks you out. See you, Crispy. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Yeah, no, the brown snakes are bad down there. They really frighten you, and there's a lot of little holes there everywhere. So you'll be digging away, and next thing you know, a brown snake will come out of the hole, and yeah, you have a brown trouser moment. I'm telling you right now, it's frightening. But when we're actually getting the doing the sieving in the river, there's really big leeches, and I mean really big leeches. No brown snakes there, Tassie. You're very lucky. We got the massive big leeches, and they're actually called tiger leeches, and they look just like a tiger with stripes on them, and they're vicious. Once they get a hold of you, they really suck it. And so every time you try and get your sapphires out of the river and they come up at you, we call them the guardians of the sapphire.
Yeah, also.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's pretty frightening when you pick your sieve up and you got leeches on all your fingers holding on, and you trying to get rid of all these leeches and jumping around, everyone laughing at you. Are you guys? Yeah, we're from Australia. Yeah, we're very lucky here. We got good gold and really good sapphires, but the big problem we're having at the moment is the government. We've got snake oil. The government are locking us out of our gold prospecting areas. Like I could go 20 minutes or 5 minutes from my house and prospect for gold, but I'm not allowed to. And if I was caught in there doing it, I'd be locked up. So it's just not worth it from Germany. Australia, New Zealand. You love Australia and New Zealand, yeah. Yeah, we've got friends in all around the world. It's really fun talking to people from around the world. You learn a lot of different things. Yeah, so we used to have a really good gold spot down near Goulburn, which was about an hour's drive from our house, and you'd go there and you'd get good. All our rivers are open, which is yeah, well for now, mate. But trust me, the greenies will get onto you, and it'll dry out because they closed our one down there, and they justified it because they did a new bridge across the river. They justified it as that they were going to restore the environment by shutting us out of there to make up for the damage they did to the river. So that was their justification for shutting us out of the gold. So now it's a 2-hour drive to our nearest rated up. We will, mate. Don't worry. So it's a 2-hour drive now to our nearest gold spot, which is Chewina. But once we move to Crookwell, it's it'll be 15 minutes to sapphires and then an hour to the gold. So once we move to Crookwell, that'll make it a lot better. But that could be a long time in the future, unfortunately. Where's Debbie and David? I don't know. How many people we got on here now? 7 people. Oh, that's cool. We've had 12 likes. That's all right, eh? I'll have to go. Just have a good day, everyone. See you, Rick. I hope you do well on your live stream, and I wish I could get up early enough to come and see it, mate. What time's yours on? Yours is on 4 o'clock in the afternoon, isn't it, Rick? Yeah, I can send you something, mate. Yeah, I will send you something. Sondel 7. I'll send you your pirate wages and some other goodies. Cool. So, yeah, it's a shame what they're doing around here because we used to have another really good gold spot in our town, and there was on Diamondsfield Road, and you used to be able to get diamonds out there as well as good gold, and everyone used to go out there and do that and make extra money. But the government didn't like that people could go and make tax-free money, so they're locking us out of all the gold areas so that we have to go and work and pay taxes rather than going gold mining and getting free gold. They don't like it. So they lock us out of the rivers and say, no, you can't go there, you're damaging the river. And then they bring in a mining company and they clear cut the whole thing and destroy the whole river, and it's all gone completely. But yet us digging a little hole in the river is destroying it. So it blows our mind. We don't really understand it. I suppose that's like governments everywhere. You saw David the other day before he went for a dig, did you? Yeah, it's we are fighting back though. Like we're forming an organisation, and people are writing letters away. And but the greenies are very powerful here in Australia, and once they get a narc on you, they really go after you and shut you down completely. Do I know Wal and Liz? Yes, I do know Wal and Liz. I met them a few times. I've been to their house, and we actually bought one of his high bankers, his sapphire machines off him for getting the sapphires. We've got one of them. They're nice people, but some of their videos, how can I put it? I wouldn't believe what you see, is what I'll put it. Sweet, yeah, it is sweet. They are nice people, and they do show you a lot. But there's one video on Grab and Gullen with the really big boulder, and they're finding really good sapphires. Well, that's not actually on the Grab and Gullen River. That's on another river on another property close by that you're not allowed to go to. And so when I'm up there, everyone always comes up and asks me, where's this big boulder? I've walked up and down the river and I can't find the big boulder. And I have to tell them gently that that's because the big boulder isn't on this river. And people take it a bit hard sometimes, but it's the truth. So, well, and Liz are awesome. Yeah, they do find a lot of awesome stuff. They go to WA for 3 months a year and run around and find gold, and then come back when they've got it. They go over and stay there until they get 20 ounces of gold, and then they came back. Nice to know. So yeah, so you got to be a little bit with some videos. Some people have what I call an agenda, and Wal and Liz, their agenda is they were trying to get picked up by a TV station like American Gold, and with all that, they were trying to get their own TV channel. So I think they might have tried to make it a little bit more exciting than what it actually is, because we go there and we don't find anything like what they do. We find some good stuff, but mind you, they do go there and spend a lot more time than we do. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. I've heard some stories, but I don't like to say things too much unless I know for a fact. But yeah. Like in everything, there's when people get famous and popular, you always end up with bad stories, and people hate you and get jealous and all that sort of thing. So I don't know the whole story, but I do know that that boulder is definitely not on that river. It's definitely not there. And I've been to that other spot. I've seen the other spot. I've not been allowed to prospect on that other property because it is on a private property, and they weren't supposed to be there from what I was told. So I don't know the whole story. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I won't say any more. I don't want to cause any trouble or upset anyone or anything along those lines.
A little pond with a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, and then a bunch of trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of rubbish there. We always try and clean up the rubbish. We have a good time when we go up there. That's cool, Mr. Insight. I've got to send my sapphires off to get cut, and when I get them back, I will send you some of my cut sapphires, my friend. They are cool, the Australian sapphires. We have Grab and Gullen itself has some of the best colour sapphires in Australia, and the only problem is we sell our sapphires under the name of Ceylon sapphires, under Sri Lankan sapphires. I don't know why they do that. They ship most of them over to Sri Lanka and sell them as Sri Lankan sapphires, which is a bit funny, but yeah, I don't understand entirely why they do all that. Have you ever met Jim Bob? Jim Bob, have you ever met Wal and Liz while they were over in WA? Because they go there every year and they have their four-wheel drive and a little motorbike on the back of it, and they go driving around all the hills. And I suppose that's like a needle in a haystack finding someone in WA, though. The size of the place, it's massive. I've never been to WA. I've been to Tassie. I've been to Victoria. Haven't been to Queensland yet. Australia's just such a big, big place. You know, it takes you forever to drive around. It's good fun though, Australia, but it's a big place. Oh, I think everyone's getting a little bit tired. You awake, Dom? One of the pirates is falling asleep.
I'm still wide awake looking at that bird.
Yeah, they do come to Tassie to find sapphires. Yeah, have you ever found many sapphires down in Tassie? Tassie? Yeah, they go to the Weld River. They find sapphires there. They are good at what they do at the Weld River. Yeah, that's the one. They are good at what they do. And they are nice people, and they do help you and show you what to do and all that sort of thing. It's just, you know, a lot of people get jealous and.
Dad.
Ah! It's a duck attack. Not the duck. Yeah, so we're really appreciative that Walt gave us, or he sold us the high banker at cost for what it cost him to make it, and we were the last ones to get a handmade one off him, and then he did a deal with another company, and then you had to buy them off the company, and it ended up costing twice as much. So I was very thankful for him for that, and that was absolutely awesome. Bye, Jim Bob. We're just about going to go anyway, mate. Yeah, World River. Yeah, I haven't been there. We had big plans of doing prospecting when we went to Tasmania for our honeymoon, and we took some pans and sieves down there. But by the time we drove around, it took forever to drive around Tassie with the bendy roads and the hills and all the big trucks coming at you and the snow, and so we didn't end up getting to do any prospecting when we were down at Tassie. 22 carat peridot. Peridots are cool. They're like a. Bye, Jim. We'll see you next time, buddy. Peridot are like a fluoro colour stone. I found a fair few peridot at Grab and Going, and I actually worked with a guy, and he said to me that he's found some really big peridot with his father years ago. They used to go out in the outback and hunt them down. And no joke, he came in with peridot that big, monsters, you know, and they were beautiful clear stones. I'd love to find out where he got them from. Yeah, one of our pirates has gone to sleep. Yeah, peridot are very green. Yeah, when we first went prospecting, we had no idea what was a sapphire, what was a peridot, what was what, and we did find on our first trip, fluked it, we found a big green sapphire, and the next trip out we found a big green peridot, and we didn't know which one was a peridot and which one was a sapphire at first, but we have since found out that which one is which. But yeah, when we first went there, we had no idea how to sieve. We had no idea what we were looking for. Nice and green, says Tassie. Yeah, they are beautiful. They're really bright green. We had no idea what we were doing, and this guy saw us struggling, and he invited me to go upstream with him and his wife, and they spent the day teaching me what to look for and how to find sapphires and how to identify them and how to sieve properly, and gave me good lessons. And by the end of the day, I had a pocket full of sapphires. So I was extremely happy. And ever since then, when I'm up there and I see someone struggling, I always go and give them a hand. I point out the wash. I ask them, do they need a hand sieving? Try and repay the favour, because hey, Silver Smokestacks, how you going, buddy? It really helped us out when someone gave us a few pointers. So I've helped a fair few people out up there now. And it's rewarding when you help someone and they find their first sapphire and they get so excited. You know, the sapphire might not be any good at all. It might be a bomb, which means that there's no colour going through it. And they think, but to the person, when you find your first sapphire, it's like you found $1 million and you jump up and down in the air and yay! And it's so much fun. But sometimes in summer it is boiling hot up there. It is really hot, 45 in the shade if you're lucky. Scratch test probably the easiest way to separate sapphires from less hard gemstones. Yeah, I've done scratch test and all that. You get your eye in after a few years doing it. You can tell just by looking at things what's what. It takes a long time though, and you can get some sapphires you can get that look black, like uh, like blackjack, like tourmaline, and not tourmaline, like blackjacks, and you'll think that they're no good and that they're just black, but you'll pick them up, hold them up to the sun, and the light will shine through them, beautiful and blue, perfect, clear stones, but they look black. But you just got to check them, and sometimes you miss things like that. So it's really good fun to go down there and noodle. You go to other people's sieve piles and you noodle through it and find all the sapphires they've missed. That can be good fun. And then you've got to double check your piles before you go. And another thing you can do is you can find sapphires with the blue light. You can go out of the night and use your blue light, and they'll glow under the light, I'm pretty sure. So there's lots of different ways of doing it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, mate. I wish everyone could get in and have a go. I've taught a fair few people, taken a few people up there and shown them. And people say to me, you know, why are you telling people if they're really good sapphires? Why do you tell people? And I say to them, look, I can't, I can't get all the sapphires out of the river on my own. It'd take me 1,000,000 years to do the whole river on my own. So why not tell other people and let them have a bit of fun and excitement and enjoy, you know, finding sapphires like we have. So we really enjoy it. It makes us happy. It really does. So. Do you have gold and gem deposits in Norway? Oh, not the dog, not the dog. Has he got a pirate hat? No, he does. Look out, the pirate duck. That keeps out looking, yeah. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of gold panning because we we haven't done a lot of gold panning because it's quite hard on my back. I found it hurt me a lot doing the gold panning, being bent over like that for a long period of time doing the panning. Whereas when you do your sieving, you dunk your stuff in the water, mix it around, you pull your big stones out, dunk it a few times, spin it around, dunk it, and then you flip it and it's done. And your sapphires are all sitting in a pile on the top. It's a really Niagara Falls right now. Got to run catch. Oh, cool, Smokestacks. We'll get some vids of that Niagara Falls, man. That's really cool. Yeah, it would hurt. But see, you don't really want to swim in the rivers we've got because you'll end up covered in leeches. And the country where we find a lot of gold and sapphires, it's a lot of dry country, like really hard, dry country. I haven't sent them yet because I haven't got the money to send them. I've got to put some money aside and send them off. I haven't had a lot of work lately. Um, we're looking like getting a new prime minister in Australia at the next election, which is coming up next month. And the next prime minister, he is going to destroy our country. He's going to. We have ridiculous power bills and all that from all the green taxes and that we pay. And he said that he's going to double or triple all the green taxes. So you're from Thailand, Teacup? That's cool. And so he's going to double all the taxes. And as soon as all this came out that all this was going to happen, the Australian economy just died. And I used to do a lot of subdivisions, doing stormwater, sewer mains, water mains, that sort of thing. But since he's made that announcement, I haven't done one job, not one big job at all. I've done a couple of little, yeah, huge power bills. I've done, a couple of hours here and there, and that's it. I've earned nothing. Been relying on my wife's business to get us through. It's been the worst business wise I've ever seen it in my time in business. 22 years in my own business, I've never seen it this bad in plumbing. There's just no development at all in our area at all now. It's just dead. I'm hot now over here. Yeah, we're still hot days here. It's still up around 25, 30 here, and night time it's getting cold now.
I know I did last.
Yeah, our last power bill was nearly $2,000, and our one before that, we'd set up repayments to pay it off so that we didn't get another huge big bill like that, and so we paid $1,400 in payments on our next power bill, and we still got a $700 power bill. So the bill, we didn't use any extra power, but the power itself cost us an extra $700 in that 3 months. It's just crazy. So our power now is costing us about $8,000 a year for power. 3 countries I listen to visit. Let's vote for me. 1, Australia, New Zealand, and Norway. Yeah, I'd love to go to New Zealand and Norway. I've heard that New Zealand is a lot like Norway with all the mountains and all that sort of thing. Hi, Off Grid Power. How you going, buddy? I tell you what, with our power bills, I'm definitely tempted to go off grid. It'd probably cost me about 20,000 for some batteries and solar panels and things like that, but it'd pay itself off in a couple of years. Is that all, Tassie? Wow.
Yeah.
And you're complaining about that, mate. Oh, don't move to New South Wales, buddy. Our politicians here have really killed us. New Zealand, then, yeah. I've heard New Zealand's a lot like Norway. It's like beautiful like that. Well, I can't believe you're still only paying $600. Tassie, I haven't paid $600 for my power bill since before I was married and had kids. So that's been like well over 10 years ago since I've had a $600 power bill. Oh, man. So you guys have got a lot of hydro dams already down there. We saw a lot of them when we were driving around down there. It must be nice not to get big power bills off grid. I'd love that. Yeah, panels, power. Yeah, I've got solar panels too, mate, and my power bills are still ridiculous. It's just absolutely nuts. So I'm definitely going to get on and sort it out. If it keeps going the way it's going, it's going to be so worth setting up your own system because it's just ridiculous. Like as I said, $8,000 now a year for our power bill, and they're talking about doubling it. If Bill Shorten gets in, the Labor Prime Minister, he'll double it. My son bill's $55. That's not fair, Tassie. That's not fair, mate. $55. Wow. I could seriously buy a second-hand car for our power bill every quarter. It's just ridiculous now. We're struggling paying our power bills. It really hurts now. Yeah, I can't believe what they're doing. Australia's got the cheapest coal and everything in the world, the most coal, the most oil. Not many people realise this, but we've got more oil than Saudi Arabia. We've got more gas than any other country in the world. How good is the efficiency of panels? They're good, but the problem is they only give us I think it's 1 cent per kilowatt hour that we produce, and we end up paying, I think it's 30 cents a kilowatt hour for our power consumption, and it goes into the grid. So they're only giving you a cent for it, charging you 30 cents for it. And in order to get from your power, from your solar bill up, you have to have one of these, what's called a smart meter. Small off-grid system, change out all bulbs. My house is all LED bulbs, man. Everything's energy efficient. I've got a heat pump, hot water heater to cut the bills. Everything's phone, it's bad in New South Wales. It's killing a lot of people. A lot of people can't eat when they have to pay their power bills. It's that bad. It is really bad. And so the only way to get our solar bill up higher is to have a smart meter. And if we have a smart meter, they can charge you 4 different rates in a day instead of 2. So you end up paying more for your power than you did before. So, the guy who came to install it, he said, I wouldn't put one on your meter. And I said, yeah, I don't want my meter to get out of here. But, so you can do that. And then they can also, with a smart meter, they can turn your house off because you've used too much electricity, or, they've got to save power for something else, and they can just turn you off, bang. So I don't want one of them. Yeah, we're gonna seriously have to look at it, start saving up for doing an off-grid system. It's crazy. I'm sort of waiting for the batteries to come down a little bit. If they could come down about $5,000 a battery, then I'd jump on it. I'd get a couple done. And that'd be really good. That'd save us a lot of trouble if we could do that.
Battery powered light.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. A lot of people in Australia have been using candles. They've turned all their power off and they only use candles. Older people that are on pensions invest in solar, put large appliances on off-grid system. Yeah, I will, mate. I will definitely. A smart meter was penalised $400. Yeah, they penalised me. They threatened me, and I went and battled with them. Yeah, I wouldn't have a smart meter, no way. It puts off a noise. I've been to someone's house that has a smart meter, and it's outside, and you can hear that smart meter ticking away inside your house. It's terrible. Yeah, it's not very smart. They're not smart at all. Yeah. A lot of hi, Armando from the Vault. Just stopped to say hi. What's up? Oh, we're just talking about our ridiculous power prices in Australia. We're paying $2,000 every 3 months for our power, and a lot of people that are on pensions, they can't turn power on, so they have to turn all their power off, have cold showers, and use candles. It's crazy. I tell you what, with power like that down in Tassie, I'm moving to Tassie. That's awesome. Yeah, we've got I'd really like to get a wind turbine and some solar panels because it's very windy here where I live, so the wind would be very beneficial. Uh, yeah, fancy trying to sting you $400 for a smart meter. That's disgusting, that is. Yeah. You know, Australia is only a very small country, and overall, we don't produce a lot of emissions compared to a lot of countries. And we could shut down everything in our country. We could do, hey, jackpot, we could do absolutely nothing in our country. We could drive no cars, burn nothing, produce no gases, and it would make absolutely no difference. It would make less than point. We emit less than 1% of emissions in the world. So I think it's like 0.8% of the emissions in the world is what we produce. 15,000 for wind turbine. Wow, Tassie. You should keep your eye on some Gray's auction site. They often have wind turbines on there for a lot cheaper. When companies go out of business, you can pick them up for a couple of grand. Yeah, Gray's auctions is really cool. I don't know if you've got that down there. Emissions of fumes and bad air. Yeah, we'll get this, everyone. Our leader that we've got at the moment, he's not real bright. He's going to lose the election to this bloke called Bill Shorten. And Bill Shorten wants to stop our cows from farting. So they're going to make us get rid of half our cows to reduce our emissions from the cows farting.
Wow.
Yeah, oh, it's crazy. It's, go solar, Tassie, much more frequent. Yeah, Tassie has got solar. But you get a lot of wind down in Tassie too. I remember when I was there, it was a pretty windy place. It would bump it up. Because solar is good, but when you get rain and cloud, it really cuts it down. But you still get the wind. I actually, off grid, I've been looking at another way of generating power, a gasification unit to run a generator. Have you heard about the gasification units? Where you burn wood and things like that to produce gas, and then it will run your generator.
I've heard that in the TV show.
Yeah, I want to do a gasifier, and I want to set it up so the gasifier runs my hot water and my power. And if I set it up right, I should also be able to feed power back into the grid. You have solar off grid. That's cool. Yeah, you should look into getting a little gasification unit, Tassie, because you can really bump up your power from that just by burning sticks and rubbish, really. So that's going to be the way of the future, I think. Like, it's a lot cheaper too. You can make your own gasification unit and just hook it up to a generator, and bang, you've got your power. You don't have to spend $15,000-$20,000 to get a good setup. Night, pirates. Say goodbye to the pirates. Bye, everyone. Hunter's going to bed now. We've got 6 people on board at the moment.
Dun, dun,
I love looking for treasure. Yeah, I do too, jackpot. We can't get enough in Australia. Our government are trying as hard as they can to make it hard for us. You know that the show in America, Gold Prospect, that had that Todd and all that. And they go up there and they up in the Yukon, they're lucky to get I think it's $10 a yard in gold. Well, up in Goulburn, it's actually double that. It's $20 a yard, and they won't let them mine it for some reason. There's masses of gold there, but they won't let them mine it. Full-time treasure hunter, Tassie? Yeah, well, I'm part-time treasure hunter. I wish I could be full-time. A park ranger told me everything I find on New York he's actually supposed to take from me. Well, I wouldn't tell him. That's ridiculous, that is. I'm pretty sure over in WA, I'm not sure about New South Wales or Tasmania, but if you find a meteorite, you have to hand it into the WA government. You're not allowed to keep it. It's illegal.
No.
So a lot of people find them, but they don't do it. Don't show them. Yeah, I wouldn't show them either, jackpot. That's ridiculous. I would beat him. I'd beat him with a stick too, jackpot.
I would find it and then I would bury it.
In New South Wales, where I live now, when you go prospecting in certain areas, you have to. If you go into a national park to certain places, you have to have a prospecting permit. And so now in national parks, when they see evidence of someone prospecting, they set up those little bush surveillance cams hooked up to their mobile phone. So when the person comes back to their hole, the camera will alert them, and then they'll come out and demand your permit. And if you haven't got your permit, they'll fine you. So it's getting back to like the old days of the gold rush in Australia, where they run around finding all the gold miners. And I've heard stories of people going out into the national park to their hole that they've been working on, and it's all taped off, pegs put in, and emergency tape put around their holes, and they can see cameras in trees all around the holes, and it's like full overkill. I don't understand it all. And then that same area, they'll let the miners come in and just clear strip it all, and there's nothing left after. Yeah, it is. It is annoying, mate. It's overkill. And if you've got a hive banker with a pump running and your water's running back into the creek, they'll come along up the creek, the rangers, and they'll fine you for taking their water, even though the water's going back into the creek and you're not taking it. They still fine you for taking the water out. So it's absolutely insane here. It's getting very difficult.
It would be nice if you did it and they did it.
Yeah, it'd be alright if they did. Yeah, we're not allowed to use dredges. We're not allowed to use this. We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do this. Yeah, the wombats are awesome. You find that good stuff in the wombats. Yeah. They've been cracking down for a bit now, jackpot, but they're getting worse. And like everything, as time goes on, they get more and more regulations and more rules. My wife just said breakfast time, everyone. Happy Easter and have a blessed day later on. See you Monday. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Enjoy your brekkie. Now you made me hungry. Thanks, buddy. Don't eat too many Easter eggs.
I've been eating all the chocolate.
Yeah, I've been eating so much chocolate today. I can't move anymore. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that they're really cracking down here in Australia. No, we find something for the Viking Age, the government takes everything without finder's fee. Oh, that's crap. I'd love to find Viking stuff. I've got Viking ancestors. My hide it, yeah. My father has the oarsman's curse, where your thumb curls over, and it's a genetic condition that only people from Viking backgrounds get. So I've got another nice little curse to look forward to later on in life. Hey, staying strong, Pooper. How you going, dude? Hey, mate. This I'd just like to tell everyone. This site is a Star Wars friendly site. Okay, everyone.
That was friendly.
Very. Yes, very. This is a very friendly place here. 35-year prospect of gold medal detect. If we don't go into national parks, we don't have to do any permit. But if we want to go into a national park, we then have to pay $50 a year for a permit. I'm not sure what the go is with metal detecting in New South Wales. I've never really spoken to anyone about that. I just know that you have to have a permit for national parks. Outside, you don't.
Very Star Wars friendly.
Hello, everyone. Very Star Wars friendly here. Yeah, no, we love our Star Wars in this house. Cool, Stormy. Send me your address, dude, and I'll get your sticker and your pirate pay in the mail, mate. RG King, yo, how you going, man? The force is strong, yes. The force is strong in this one, I tell you. This is her alarm clock, and he also holds on to her silver bracelets and all that sort of stuff. We love him. He's a beauty. You push his head down, his body lights up.
This is the tiny little sneaky pirate. Tiny.
Okay, cool, Stormy. I'll check that out. It's almost May the 4th. Yeah, well, my wife's birthday is May the 4th, and I always remember that by saying, May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. It saved my life a lot of times, I tell you.
Or you would forget.
Oh, what have I done? Whoops, sorry about that, everyone. I use my son's Darth Vader clock. Yeah, I saw that. That's why we wanted to show you that we too. But we've got Stormy. We got you, Stormy. Yeah, thanks, Argent King. Yeah, it was nice to win the mystery prize. That was pretty awesome. And everyone, don't forget to get your video in for my giveaway, my 250 sub giveaway coming up, because there's 6 big prizes to win in that, and we're going to do guess the number on the night. Yeah, that's a shame, stacking. I will definitely let you know what I get. I always do an unboxing from them. The son has baseball. And so I can go. Gonna make one later. Cool. What's that, Stormy? Stormy, what's going on, mate? Yeah, it's my poor kids miss out on playing a bit of sport because sports on Saturday mornings and garage sales are on Saturday mornings.
I don't really care.
Yeah, I know. Novus is still going. He's been going all night. He must have had some good snorting stuff or something to keep him awake all night going like that. Yeah, it was a bit out of control, his stream. Some of the things that they were saying was a bit full on for me. That's what I said. Yeah, it'd have to be. It has to be, mate. You know, you can't. Like, I'm getting tired and I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Like, yeah. The stream that he does that gets me is when he's driving down the freeway and he's looking at his phone while he's driving, not watching where he's going. That's frightening. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how you can do that. I couldn't do that. That's a bit much for me.
I need to do.
Yeah, I would too, mate. Yeah. Yeah, and you'll have to you know those books to teach dummies, what do they call it? When you have a learning for dummies, the yellow book. This book is for maths for dummies and all that sort of stuff. Well, you're going to have to get Novus 2 of them. One for Star Wars for dummies. The difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. Bloody idiot doesn't know that Spock's not on Star Wars. And you'll have to get him a computer one, a computer for dummies, because he can't turn his mic off. He can't turn his. He may try. I have been reading in mine. The force is strong in me, mate. I'm telling you. That'd be cool, mate. Yeah, he's. I honestly don't even think he's ever. He wouldn't be able to cope. I need a CPU for dummies too. Yeah. Star Wars for dummies, okay. Notice. I'll do it all by my phone. Yeah. I can't believe him, mate. Yeah, you can't turn the computer on. You can't turn the microphone off. You can't. Yeah. The funny thing is without Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff like that, all this live streaming and technology that we use every single day wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have it. You know, it's only thanks to science fiction that we have all the technology that we have. If you can dream it, people can invent it. But it needs to be dreamed up before it can be invented.
And you can just put on your TV.
Yeah. So, no, I always loved Star Wars. I always thought it was great when I was a little kid and used to watch it with my dad, and that was great times for me. So true. So exactly. And uh, I'll tell you the funny little one. My wife never watched Star Wars. She had no idea about Star Wars at all, and so I used to call her Chewbacca, and she had no idea who Chewbacca was. I will do, cool, Stacky. And so I used to call my wife Chewbacca, and one day she was at a friend's house and she told her friend, and her friend's husband heard and started laughing and put Star Wars on for her and showed her who Chewbacca was, and I got beaten up. So that was a fun day, that was. But yeah, no, she since then she has watched a bit of Star Wars. But she's not a great big fan, and I'll start talking Star Wars to her, and she'll shut me down. Stop, too much. So yeah, we love it. Do you want to find your little toy? Where's your little dude? My little dude, little bird dude. You got him around? No, the little bird, the little Star Wars bird. No, yeah, yeah. I got laugh out loud says, yeah, she wanted to kill me when I said that. Sasquatch leaving you alone. You're a brave man, mate. I honestly didn't didn't know I should have noticed it. No, I probably didn't want to notice it. Most likely Tanny's got him. Yeah, she wasn't real impressed when I told her. But I honestly never thought she'd watch it because she was so dead set against it that I never thought she'd find out and I'd get away with it, you know. But you never get away with things in life. You always get caught. Stormy. Here's my little birthday present I got last year. He's real cool. No. And I always say to my wife, don't eat him. You know, when Chewie was going to eat him in the show, I always told him, I was like, oh, don't eat me. A pork. I reckon they would taste like chicken too. Oh, he's off. Hello, Khaled Pesca. How you going, mate? Welcome to the Star Wars friendly stream. Yeah, we've just been talking and having a bit of fun. I tell you what, I saw one of the shout outs a lady did for you, Stormy, and she had the mask on and it made her voice sound like Darth Vader. I've got to get one of them. Okay, I will do. I'll remember that. The corgi will be in the video. Don't worry. He's my little buddy. He's my mate. Even though he's mine and my birthday present, my kids stole him off me pretty quick too. Don't you worry. We love Star Wars. You know, anything that's a bit of fun is good. You know, like you got to have fun in life. If you don't have fun in life, things are pretty boring. And if you can't see So he's having more cash for silver. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So do you guys prefer silver or gold? Because, you know, I like gold, don't get me wrong, but when I can buy a kilo bar of silver for $700 versus an ounce of gold for like 1400 US Australian, I'm buying the silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love me gold, but I have a feeling that, you know, when you can get a kilo of silver for that cheap, it's got to have some upside in the long run. That's my feeling. I might be totally wrong, but whereas I don't see gold having a lot of upside. No helmet. Cool, Stormy. We'll see you later, bud. Thanks for stopping in, everyone. Hi, Gold Washington Pay Dad. How you going, mate? Happy Easter from Australia and all the pirate crew. And the Porg wants to say Happy Easter to you. So we'll do, Stormy. We'll get it done, mate. We'll try and make it real fun for you, dude. Come here, you. Don't you run away. I'll try and see if Chewbacca will eat the Porg for me. Yeah, thanks, man. The 300 was a big boost, and I've got to say a big thanks to Tassie because everyone who dropped in and subbed me kept saying Tassie sent me, and it's just blown us all away. I got 3 nerds at my house to feed. I like the monthly seal. If I buy gold, it's going to only be a small piece, very few months. Yeah, I'm the same. Like gold's just out of my range, but you know, like with gold, your gold might double in price. That'd be a big move for gold to double in price, and you're going to double your money. Whereas with silver, silver could move a lot further up towards gold, and you could do a lot better than just doubling your money. You could, you know, get 20 times, 30 times your money back. You know, that's a real opportunity in my book. I know it's gambling and everything, but that's the way life is these days. You've got to have a bit of a gamble and a bit of fun, but the way the governments are spending and printing money, if you're not buying silver, you're going to get hurt in the long run because like having money in the bank's worthless now because they just print it and print it and print it. It's crazy. Like our government's nearly $1 trillion in debt now, and it's madness. Like our country makes a lot of money. Yeah, the only gold I ever bought, Tassie, was the little nuggets and the little bars for the girls when they were born. Other than that, I haven't bought any gold, other than garage sales, but cheap gold, not paying spot price for it. Yeah, it is real money and fiat money. Yeah, paper money, crap. Like you only have to look back in history, and silver was the main thing. Silver was the dominant force around the world. Gold was a big thing, but silver was what made the world turn. It made empires. It fed nations. It was the thing. Silver was always the big thing. Gold was always for the wealthy and the big traders and all that, but silver was always for the little people too. My local shop was trying to get gold prices for silver $half yesterday. Laugh out loud. Yeah, some of the stuff, some of, some of the, some of the prices you see for gold and stuff these days is just nuts. I don't understand how they think they're going to get it. They're dreaming if they think they're going to get that sort of price. Like you look up on eBay and some of the stuff is just ridiculous. Like you can go to the mint and buy it for a quarter of what they're trying to sell it for on eBay. I don't understand why people are buying it from. Silver was the common man's money. That's right, you know, and silver, it really did make the world go around. Yeah, I'm a big fan of my silver. I'll be the first to admit it. I have a mega silver addiction, and I love it when I get my silver every week at the garage sales. I feel better. And if I come home without my silver, I'm so depressed and in the dumps. It's terrible. And then I have to go on silver giveaways and get myself some more silver. So then I feel better. But yeah.
You've got your silver.
Yeah, as long as we've got our silver, because we love our silver. It's yeah, I've always loved my silver. I think it's because my dad gave me a round silver 50-cent piece when I was a kid, and that was sort of like the only treasure I had. I've always loved pirates and treasure and that, but I never had any treasure or anything other than that silver coin, and so it got me started. And I tell you what, I've certainly got the kids addicted to silver. I hope it's a good thing.
Yes, it makes you very good.
Yeah, they love their coins and all that sort of stuff, and their silver and their jewelry, and it makes me really happy when they can pick up a piece of jewelry and tell me what it is. That was cool, Tassie. Yeah, I love the round silver 50-cent pieces. That's why I've got so many of them. Yeah, no, I love that. It makes me so happy when my kids pick up a piece of jewelry like this and they can tell me like the hallmarks, the silver marks. They can tell me what's going on about it, and that just makes me so happy because I know that later on in life they can earn money from this knowledge. You know, like I've taught them. You know the old saying, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can give him a fishing rod and feed him for life. Teach him to fish and feed him for life. Well, that's what I'm trying to do with my kids. I'm trying to teach them, you know, not to waste your money and get in and save it and stack silver and a bit of gold if you can. And
it's fun.
It is fun, yeah. Because I tell you what, it's getting a lot harder to buy houses and stuff like that in Australia. I don't know what it's like down in Tassie, but where I live, mate, it's well over $500,000 for a little house here now. It's absolutely crazy. Like, I don't understand how people can afford it. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I remember I bought my first house up here and I paid $260,000 for it, and it was really run down and bad house, and had to do it up, living in a tree house. It's out on the thing, out on my box out there near the door. 150,000 for a 5-bedroom house here, Richo. Wow, that's so cheap, man. That is just so cheap. Like I paid $260 for my one up in Crookwell, and it was run down little 3-bedroom house, 260,000, and I thought I got mine cheap.
This is how you get it.
Where that one's not warm.
I know.
And this one does. Where see you, Teacup. Thanks for coming by. Where we live now, just to buy a little tiny block to build your house on. See you, Miss Insight. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Appreciate it a lot. Where that's your rating glass. Where we live now, just to get a real little small block. Thank you, Teacup. We'll see you next time. Just to get a little small block of land is roughly around $300,000 just for the land, and you're looking at another $200,000-300,000 to build a house on it too now. So it's just gone crazy. I remember my dad saying about how he bought his first block of land for a couple of $1,000 years and years ago, and so when he was younger, land was so cheap, and people didn't have any money though, so they couldn't buy it. About 600 squares, Tassie, 600 square meters, little blocks, bud. You want something bigger, you pay for it here. And I remember Dad saying that he was offered a whole street of blocks, 10 blocks of land from this lady if he paid her overpaid rates on the land, and it was like £5, but he didn't have £5 at the time. And those 5 blocks of land now are worth $1 million plus. Yeah. Well, we got this house, this property here, 7,000 for 1,200 squares. Well, back in '98, me and my dad bought this property here where we are, and we paid just under 100,000 for the land then, and we built the house and that on it, and it's worth well over $1 million now. See you later, gold washing and pay dirt. Yeah, we've got 6 acres and a 4-bedroom house now, so it's worth well over $1 million now. We got offered $1 million clear to walk away once, but it wasn't even on the market, and we weren't interested in leaving, so we turned it down. But it's just so dear here. If you get that $1 million, you've nearly got to go somewhere else to get something nice. Like we've got something really special here with the bush and the caves and all that sort of thing. It's absolutely crazy around here now. Some of the blocks of land they're selling now are down to 450 square meters. So you've got your house here, and literally your neighbour's window is there. So when they build the same house next to each other, often it's with bathrooms next to each other, or a bathroom and a kitchen window or something right next to each other. And you can literally hear the other people in the other houses farting on the toilet, and it's a bad thing. I don't understand why people want to live like that.
And you can also smell.
Only 200 people in our town. Well, Tassie, when I was a little boy, mate, there was only 300 people in my town, and now there's like about 10, 12,000 people in my town. It's crazy. They're only going to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So Sydney's moving out. Like Sydney's like a monster, just devouring everything in its path and expanding. And you drive up to Sydney, and you look off to one side, and there's just, for as far as you can see, subdivisions. As far as you can see on both sides of the road, as far as you drive, just subdivisions everywhere. It's crazy. They're just so big. They're bringing I think they're bringing nearly 1 million people a year into Sydney at the moment. So really adding up. Oh, I think I'm going to go. I'm getting really I'm a bit sick. See you later, gold washing. One shop and pub, that's open once a week if you're lucky. Yeah. But when they cut the freeway off our town, it nearly died. Half the shops were empty and it was really quiet. And then Sydney started to grow and get closer, and then our town boomed. And now it's ridiculous here now. I'll actually, tomorrow I'm going to go down to our local shopping centre, Tassie, and I'm going to do a video at our shopping centre on Australian history, and you'll get a blowout at what's in our car park in our town. That's a little hint for what's to come. Yeah, our history, our big history in Australia, some of our earliest buildings and stuff is in a car park, under a car park. So All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. Star Wars salutes you. Long live the Empire. Yeah, you'll like it, Tazzy. It's pretty cool, eh?
The dark will take over the world.
No, I'll send Storm. I'll send the Stacking Trooper in to take out the bad duck. Hey, Silver, watching? Yeah, it's pretty cool, mate. I'll get you a bit and show everyone. Oh, just so tired. I've got to go. Oh, now we got 4 people here now. Oh, I can't hang up on 4 people, can I? Later off grid. Yeah, it's been a long stream. Silver Watcher, you've been you missed out and seen a lot of things, so I'll just give you a little recap on some of the American silver coins I've won in the coin roll hunting, and I'll give you a quick look at before we go, just so you don't miss out, dude, on a nice little opal.
Evil part duck.
Nice little opal I got there years ago when the opal prices were really low. I don't know what they're valued at now, but see that red in the stone? That's what you want. Red means money in an opal. Any red means money. So yeah, just a few little things I showed tonight. All right, everybody. Cheers, Silver Watcher. I'm gonna catch you all later. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Bye, everybody, and thanks so much for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody, and I really appreciate it. And Tazzy, tell your kids that we're totally blown away by that shout out, mate. It's we love it so much. What can we say? It was just perfect, mate. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. I loved it. Thanks very much, everybody. Bye, everyone.